And welcome to another fun-filled session of Backdoor Radio at www.bdrrocksonline.com. And we have a special guest with us today, but she's a little bashful. What's your name again?
I don't remember.
She has amnesia.
Who are you again?
Yeah.
We can't have two namelesses.
No, yeah, you gotta have a name over there, Happy Pants. Come on.
My name is Killer D. I am the 37th chamber of the Wu-Tang.
Yes!
I missed the clap, but I'm coming in late.
All right, well, I trust you'll keep us in line somehow.
Oh, wait. The best fist you'll ever have.
Exactly.
Because you got experience on our side this time.
Yes,
What?
we do.
A fistful of fun?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because when we have an extra person with us, it's a full fist, so it's a fistful of fun.
God, what is she making? Looks so good!
Everything she's making looks good.
She needs to stop it. She needs to slow her roll right now.
Word.
Food Network. It's distracting.
Yeah. So,
I done told y'all we turn it off anytime we want to.
He
You
can't
can't turn it
away.
off.
no,
can.
this
He
is
needs to
television
know.
crack.
Oh.
He needs to know what she is making.
Well,
That's
give
what I
me
always say.
Give me the clicker and I'll tell you what she's making.
What, the clicker? All right. There you go, darling. You have that clicker right there.
Thank you.
I'd watch.
I just felt a little uncomfortable there.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, what goes on between two consenting adults is none of your fucking business, all right?
Yeah.
But I did not consent to that.
You don't want your
Sign
eyes
a waiver
bruised?
and
Is that what you're
My
saying?
eyes, my eyes!
Yeah, they were pretty heinous yesterday.
Oh.
Damn allergies.
Oh, and
Allergenate.
the analog kid had allergy in the eyeballs yesterday.
Is that what they're calling it these days?
I had to see a
Is that what the kids
specialist.
call it?
Yeah.
Allergy.
Well,
because,
you know,
because nature decided to ejaculate into my face.
well, he wanted he
Dude,
wanted
you
to
just had
leave
sperm all up in
early.
those eyeballs.
You're damn right.
He wanted
Did
to
it
leave
burn?
early, so he pretended his
Burn.
eyes were puffy so he could go home.
Ah. Just jam your head on the dashboard a few times.
Yeah. My eyes.
Yo, it hurt so bad. Like that time I had a pine cone in my ass.
And for more education, if you want some, go to bdrinfo at bdrrocksonline.com.
Exactly.
What?
Wait, what?
That's
You
the
just
email
threw out-
address.
You just no. It's okay.
That
I
was a
about to say,
commercial.
you threw out like
Pay
19
attention,
different
there'll be
words.
a quiz.
Well, last week
There was a
or
full
2 weeks
alphabet
ago,
that
we
came
apparently
out.
didn't have an email address.
Past is the past, John. Get over it.
Well, you know what? Why don't you
He
figure
is
it out?
nameless.
Yeah, I'm nameless.
Well,
What's
you're
up?
John Doe as far as I'm concerned.
Or John Plow.
Hey, I like clown things. I sack them, so
No.
therefore they are mine. We're going back last week.
Well, you know, as long as they don't call me late for dinner, I don't care. And as you can tell, nobody's done that in a while.
Hey, that's not funny.
Hold on. Okay. We got Blue Tang.
Yep. Oh, you're
Killer
right.
D.
He's writing down all the good ones we're going to save.
Killer D.
Gosh, she's going to frost the head.
That's
out
a
of that kid.
churro. I
Oh.
thought that's what it was going to be, but
I
I,
don't know. It
wasn't
looked
sure
like
enough to say.
something really bad for a second.
They look
there,
like
and then
little turds.
It's
Yeah.
well, yeah, it's
She
a
doesn't need a
Mexican.
cup.
It's a Mexican.
Oh!
Oh, man.
She's making a
I'm
churro.
just saying, if she was the one on the video, I might be watching it. But
He thinks Giada De Laurentiis is hot.
yeah, I'm not ashamed of it. And she cooks delicious looking food. Really,
Yeah, like you're done.
she does look like very woppish.
They do look.
Yes.
Oh my God!
Wop as in what?
Without papers.
As an Italian.
That's a derogatory term.
Yeah.
Yes.
What's your point?
I have one, haven't one.
I'm a wop. I can say it.
Yeah, he can get away with it, see? And it's like me calling myself a cracker. I can get away with that.
I'm a wasp.
Somebody said that right as there was a laughing cow she sat on the screen. So there's this smiling laughing cow.
Dude, I want to see people in real life that enjoy cream cheese that much. They're just like, what?
Calgon, take me away.
It's not cream cheese. It's spreadable cheese.
No, dude, it's a cow on a treadmill. Watch this. Watch. Moo.
Oh, God, she said spreadable cheese.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Who eats cream cheese at a gym? Who brings cream cheese and crackers to a gym?
Paid big money to be in commercials. That's who eats the cream cheese I mean, spreadable cheese at the gym.
Yeah.
Only the assholes in the commercials.
And Killa D over there.
Killa D.
Yeah, she will
Yeah.
flat out tell you who in the commercial sucks and why. Right?
And sucks what?
Exactly. Wind or ween. Weed.
And just in case y'all are wondering, I'm running American Idol this year.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm in charge.
Nice.
She's picked, what did you say? Who you picked?
The one I had 3 I was rooting for. I honestly voted for 3 different people since it started. Well, last week I dropped one of my picks and he left.
So
you better watch it. Don't
The
fuck with me.
Decider.
Right.
The
Fuck with me, I'll get you thrown off American Idol.
All right then. Well, we'll have to consult with you next week.
That's got a lot of people scared.
What, you?
If you fuck with me, I'll get you thrown off American Idol.
Yeah.
It applies to so many people.
Yeah.
Well, that's going on a shirt.
What's
Fuck with
up?
me and you're off American Idol.
Yeah, back in the
Oh,
70s.
Oh, it was Elmo.
What?
Now, you guys, you had a perfect in. I said back in the 70s.
Oh.
Well, you were like, that was your golden years, wasn't it?
Yeah. The perplexed look on her
Speak for
face.
yourself.
Yeah, but you know, back when I was in college.
They had colleges back then?
Yeah. And
They were commonly referred to as universities.
we were actually. This was back when, here in North Carolina, back
During
then.
colonies.
It was automatically assumed if you were black that you had to play basketball. And then if you were black and they put you on the basketball team, in the dorms, they would have you in a certain segment of the dormitory. And so I was always hanging around with the guys on the basketball team. So we would go out and there was
They
this
had the
white
best weed.
dude that would always drive his 1973 Dodge Charger, I think it was. Beautiful car, and it would go, the whole 9 yards.
Do that again?
And we would go
Like a
to
scary
we would
live
go to a
bird.
quick stop, pick up a couple of packs of Miller Ponies, as they called them back then. They were like 8-ounce beers.
Yo, man, let me drink some of your pony.
Yeah.
Man,
So-
put that pony in my mouth.
So then we'd go over to this guy. Oh, then we would light up joints and just drive around and drink Miller Ponies and smoke weed. So.
You smoked marijuana!
Mhm.
Mickey
So we
Mouse
went over
is
to
a-
this.
Wait till he breaks out the names of the good kind.
Yeah. We went over to this guy's house, and.
He knows the good kind of
He
pot.
pulled out this big ass joint and he starts passing it around. And it gets to me, and I've never smoked cigarettes in my life. In my life,
Oh,
yeah.
You lie.
wow, your life. That's been a long
I smoked
time.
a whole pack in one day, and then I never smoked again. But that's a whole nother story. But anyway, so I'm sitting there, and they're passing the joint around,
gives me such shit about me.
and it gets to me, and I go. And
Oh man, you were tripping
no.
balls.
Oh yeah, and then I gave it to the next person. Of course, it was half gone by the time I got done with it.
Motherfucker!
Yeah,
Greedy fucker.
yeah, exactly.
They called you the Hoover after that.
But then when I was in when I went to broadcasting school in the 70s again, I was hanging with these bikers. I lived with these bikers for a few months before I ended up getting into an apartment.
What?
And they had Hawaiian, Sensimian,
Well, I'll tell you, I
Colombian.
told you it was coming.
See,
names.
that's because you prompted me.
Can we pause real quick? On the TV, they showed little kids hitting a pinata, and one of them got a $2 bill.
That was their prize. It wasn't candy. It was a $2 bill.
What the?
You know, there was a
Because they don't get to play
saying
with that.
about
That goes
$2
in a
bills.
little.
You know,
What happened to candy?
Can I say something
What's wrong
pitiful?
with
Yes.
candy?
I never had a pinata when I was little. I never knew anything about them till after I grew up. I didn't find out until a few years ago. I always wondered what they were doing making them youngins eating that candy that was in that pinata. They ain't no telling how long it had been in there. Wonder if they came with expiration dates. But some kids didn't realize you filled it up when you bought it.
Yeah.
The pinata cracks open and the candy comes out, and then
It's
just a dead guy
molded.
comes out.
The candy
then a worm.
molded and molded.
the puppy, that's just a dead dog.
Zombie jelly beans.
I thought they came filled.
No.
Well, I found that out.
It's usually filled up. Ow.
Let the audience know that Giselle Noir just smacked the analog kid.
I'll do it again.
Oh yeah.
And then
Back
she
in the
hurt
head.
herself.
But another thing that we had talked about last week that I believe Analog Kid wanted us to bring back was the discussion about how integrated is music into your life.
'Cause we never
'Cause
finished.
we got derailed and never actually finished it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, we started talking about butt sex and it just went.
Aw.
Yeah.
It went
Again, I am not the first person to mention it.
Well, there's nothing like a little ass once in a while.
Hi.
Ass cheeks on my white tee.
And you're serious? It's a real song.
That is a real song.
What is it?
It's a rap song, and it's ass cheeks on my white tee. All these hoes keep grinding on me. That's how it goes.
You should hear one. The one you played in her apartment that you did.
Oh, the Ice Cream Man song.
Yes.
Yeah.
He did a rap song called The Ice Cream.
Awful.
Yeah, it was basically we were out at the pool and we were listening to at my apartment complex, and I'm sitting there talking to my buddy. I'm like, dude, all this because they looped the same like 7 songs, and I was like, these songs are terrible. As long as it has a good beat, quote unquote, people will listen to it. They'll just gobble it up. So I just wanted to make a song, completely nonsensical that had a decent beat, and it was about an ice cream man that just went around and got all the ladies because he was an ice cream man, and it just kind of spiraled from there. But
Downwardly.
shut up, you liked it.
Ice cream truck. Ice cream truck. Shh. Ice cream man coming. Get into my ice cream truck so we can fuck. Lick it on my drumstick with extra nuts.
Ice cream man, I see you in my dreams. Come into my neighborhood, cause you're the one for me.
Open up my push pop and shove it in your butt. Take it all the way, cause you's a filthy slut.
I see your sweaty booty, it's looking so good. I know you think I'm whack, but I'm just misunderstood.
I'm sorry.
I know you hear my jingle, girl, so stop ignoring me. I'll let you sample all my treats, I think that you will see.
Ice cream man, I see you in my dreams. Come into my neighborhood, cause you're the one for me.
Step into my freezer, cause I wanna make you scream. We'll make a person cool, and I'll fill you full of cream. What's your favorite flavor? I only carry fudge. Lick it, suck it, fuck it, I ain't the one to judge.
He blasts out his jingle when he's cruising down the block. Open up the window and see the ladies flock.
Ice cream man, I see you in my dreams. Come into my neighborhood, cause you're the one for me. Ice cream man, I see you in my dreams. Come into my neighborhood, cause you're the one for me.
Oh, so anyway, yeah, as far as integrating music into your life, now Killa D over there used to be, really heavily into all sorts of different music because of where Killa D used to work. at a place that I would not like to mention because I don't want to give them any credit because they suck.
Well, I think you mentioned. I think when you mentioned it last week, you just said record store.
Yeah. So
Oh, I thought you were going to right.
I would. You know what? I really. Yeah. No.
Oops.
I really would like her to tell the story of a kid that walked up to her and looked at her and was like, "There's no way I can ask you about what this particular song because the lyrics are obscene."
Oh, yeah.
Tell that story.
She says with a mist in her eye.
Well, what you got to do is you got to get background and know that I ain't no spring chicken,
Right.
but I ain't your grandma yet. And I look like I'm probably listening to country music or Josh Groban or Michael Bublé or Frank Sinatra or
Yeah.
that's about what I look like. I
knew
don't have
one
purple
of those
hair
three names.
and big nails. No outlandish shit. Anyway, I worked in a freestanding music store. I was the manager of a freestanding music store, and like I said, that's how I look. I don't know what I want to say. That's what people would assume when they see me. And this little feller comes up to me, little feller being a GI, and he goes, he says, "Ma'am," he says, "I've got a question about a 9 Inch Nail song." Now, mind you, there was people all over town that would come and ask me stuff. They'd go, "I don't know who it is, and I don't know what the name of the song is," but it goes, "La-di-da-di-da-di-da," and that's Joe Blow and Billy Joe and the Blowjobs and singing, come honk my horn."
Woot!
So I knew my shit, but this guy walks up, he goes, "Man, I got a question about this 9 Inch Nail song." He says, "But, he says, I know you don't have a clue what I'm talking about, and I don't have I can't even say the lyrics to you. They're so terrible." And I looked at him and I said, "How about I want to fuck you like an animal?" And his lip dropped down to his knees. Pants hit the floor. He hit the floor. Of course, that was the song he was looking for, but he couldn't believe anybody that looked like me would know anything about any 9 Inch Nail song. Don't ever judge a book by its cover. Or the other story. This big dude comes in the store. He's got no shirt on. He's got coveralls on. I mean, overalls with the strap shit going on. And long hair, nasty looking dude.
Oh no.
And I knew he wanted some country stuff. So this was right after I hadn't been working there very long. I walked up there and I said, "What kind of country music can I help you find today, sir?" And I forget exactly what it was he was looking for. He wanted fucking rap music. Then my lip dropped down to my knees. My pants hit the floor, followed by me. So never judge a book by the cover.
Let me get some of that DMX.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Let me get
Well, and
DMX.
there was that one time I was in the store with you, and you looked at me and you said, "Would you help this gentleman find?" And I didn't see the guy at the time, and you said, "Would you help this gentleman find an instrumental version of Freebird?" And so of course I'm looking for a fat white guy with a mullet, and this nicely dressed black dude walks up to me, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm the one that was looking for, the instrumental version of Freebird." And there's that Star Trek episode where they have all the androids and they say something really illogical to them and they all go, "Doot, doot, doot, doot." Well, that's the kind of look I had on my face. I was like, what the fuck is that? But that's one of those, you don't judge a book by its cover.
Now, why would you? Now, what year was that?
90...
Shit.
No,
$900
it was
BC.
probably 2000, 2001, somewhere in there.
Yeah.
So you were shocked by that, but weren't shocked that Living Color was an all-black band?
Oh, I love me some Living Color. No, but I was glad to see them because, first of all, they invented not Living Color, but, the people that invented the blues got it ripped off from them. The people that invented jazz got it ripped off from them. The people that invented rock, Chuck Berry and company, got it ripped off from them. And, I mean, rock is just sped up blues anyway. The initial phase of that form of music was just blues sped up, And so they were like, and well, as we were the analog kid and I were talking on the phone the other night. Rock and roll. That's the definition of rock and roll is sex.
Huh.
And
The Blues had a baby and they named it rock
and roll. Yeah, exactly. And you know what was funny? We were talking about rap one day, and I was listening to this Chicago song where I can't remember which one it is, but there's singing going on, and then there's a guy talking underneath it.
That's rapping.
Yeah, I know.
I told you, white boys did it.
Well, they did it, but
it was originally done by white people. Mark Knopfler was famous for it.
Hey, if you want to, by the way, all you have to do to get Mark Knopfler is give Bob Dylan Quaaludes. It's easy. Because Bob's like, hey, ain't gonna go to Maggie's Farm no more. And then you slow that down and you go, money for nothing and your chicks for free.
I heard some, I'll be in your cheeks for free.
Oh.
There we come
Second
back.
reference.
Full circle.
So anyways, music, integration, life.
Yeah. Well,
like I can say for a fact, I don't think I could go a day without listening to music. I really don't.
I don't think I could.
I think I'd go insane.
Yeah.
And it's got to be loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Is there any other kind?
No. No other good kind.
No other good kind.
See now, but Killa D over there, music was a huge part of her life, and now she doesn't care if she listens to it or not, or that's what she claims.
No, it's my philosophy was you work at McDonald's, the last thing you want to eat when you get off is a hamburger. I worked at that music store for 7 years.
Yeah.
My
The last
daytime
thing I
job.
want to hear is I want silence.
My daytime job requires that I'm sitting behind a PC for 8 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
I go home after I get all my stuff done.
You
take
sit
care of
behind the
dinner.
PC.
I'm behind my computer doing
See,
stuff.
Maybe I'm a crack job. I don't know. It's just I don't know nothing.
I think you may be ready to be that grandmother.
How? Screw you in the
Jeremy! Get that chav, get him good.
But
Okay.
to finish, to continue the conversation,
Do you want me to hit him? Kill him?
Please. Stop it. I
Yeah.
was supposed to say that, wasn't
One
I?
more. Give me another
Oh,
one.
they can put that.
Knock the hell out of him.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Put Jesus back in his life.
Oh my lord.
You're gonna meet him, you dirty bastard.
but when you talk about how often it's integrated into your life, you also want to dissect it, for lack of a better word, is that which kind of music fits which particular type of event, time, moment, or mood. So it's interesting to find out what people, and a lot of people do it, not saying everybody does, but a lot of people have a specific type of music that they clean the house to, they wash their car with, they're at work, or while they're fucking.
Yep, the belly rubbing music.
Yeah. Somebody actually, yeah. See, that's another Southern term I never heard.
I never heard bumping uglies till I moved here.
And then you think about the prospect and you go, oh Jesus.
Dude, my uglies look like Fabio, so I don't know what everybody else is talking about.
I'd only be impressed if it talked like Fabio.
Oh.
Do you have? Is it a particular type of genre that you have to have, or is it a particular type of song on repeat? I know a lot of people that will sit there and have a particular 1 or 2 or 3 songs on repeat the whole time that they're either cleaning their car or their coitus, whatever.
The belly rubbing music has to be R&B.
It has to be R&B.
Well, according to the person that gave me that phrase.
Now, bear in mind, are we talking about sweet music and love by the fire? Are we talking about I want it and I want it fucking now?
No, we're talking about belly rubbing, nice, slow, easy, shit like that.
Okay, I can
Romantic
understand that.
stuff.
But I want
Yeah,
the non-romantic. I'd like to know what other people listen to when it's just time to
That's what you
fuck.
listen to 9 Inch Nails. I want to.
Thank you! Right, tapping that ass!
Yeah!
I'm gonna rip that ass over there, you know what I'm saying?
So go ahead, go to info@bdrrocksonline.com and tell us what type of music you like to listen to during coitus.
Yeah, coitus.
And we'd like
For
to
you
compare
folks in
comparison.
England, it's Coetus.
No, in the email, I want a comparison. I want what you want to listen to when you're having sweet music by the fire, and I want to know what you want to listen to when you just want to slam that ass.
Yeah.
But you had said something that was interesting.
Bang it hard!
If you're doing art.
Mhm.
Oh, that's right.
Well, this is what I wanted to say, because you were asking about, so you were doing it as music assigned to certain activities. And what I was trying to say last time, and I'm going to try to explain better this time, is I don't assign music based on the activity. I assign music as to my current emotional and mental state when I go to,
So you
complete a
pick the
task.
theme,
Yeah.
the theme doesn't pick you.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense.
And
Most people are like that.
Like when I wake up in the mornings, I want something like cool and easy to listen to, so I'll put
I
on
want
some
something
Creedence
loud.
man.
But see, if I've got a
Wake
song
me
in my
up.
head that won't go away,
Oh, I'll listen to hell.
I will listen to the shit out of it to get it out of my head till it goes away. And I've annoyed the crap out of people with that because it takes a while for the song to get out of my head. So,
You got a lot of voices in there.
and right now they're all singing in chorus to the song "Day 16" "Loser" by Arion.
Well, when I get a song stuck in my head, I'll listen to anything but that song to get that out of my head.
Sometimes
Then-
that helps with me, sometimes it doesn't. Most of the
If
time
it's
it
a
doesn't.
bad song in my head, I will listen to everything.
Oh my god, one
Oh,
time
yeah.
when I was taking the SATs, I had the Kelly Clarkson song,
I'm
I don't
sorry,
even know what it
God.
was, stuck in my head. And I'm sitting there going, stop! She wouldn't stop.
What's even more of an
screeching.
embarrassment is that if you get a bad song in your head that you don't want, or of a band you hate, or an artist you hate, or you just hate that friggin' song, and you find yourself singing it aloud as you're walking down the aisle. I shit you not, I caught myself singing a New Kids song in high school walking down the hallway. It was the right stuff.
Baby
And within
right there.
3 bars of it, I'm going, I can't believe I'm singing this song.
You just lost cool boys.
I know. Hey, I'm being honest.
And kudos to you for that. And there's certain people that the word kudos, they want to throw things at you if you use words like kudos.
What about words like coitus?
Coitus.
Conversate is what I meant to say.
He's got
Conversating.
coitus on the brain.
We're gonna
Yeah, dude.
we're gonna conversate about coitus as well.
Yeah.
That's right. And we're gonna talk about food then.
Should we talk about the chavs then?
Oh yes, let's go ahead and talk about the chatties.
Wait, are we done with the music?
I don't know, are we? I was watching the
I don't
commercial on the
know.
telly.
Well, as far as that kind of stuff, as far as mood stuff and this and that, there's sometimes when I'm driving to work that I want to hear like
Dude.
Nameless was saying, like Creedence or whatever, and sometimes I want to like last night or actually at work yesterday I had the headphones on and I was listening to Collective Soul most of the time.
Yeah.
And then I liked it so much I just put it on again on the way home and was just cranking it all the way home.
Yeah.
We can pause it.
Let's pause. Take a break.
All right.
So where did I go?
Anybody see Fred?
Fred, he went to shit, the hogs eat him.
Yeah. Why don't you crack that open there?
I'm trying.
Where the hogs at? Feel the burn.
It was up your ass, you know what it was. I
Come on, girl.
can't.
Get it.
What the?
Yeah.
Hey!
All right.
And now we take it off.
Oh, did you happen to see what I posted of the
Call me Bruce
Austrian
Willis.
death machine?
Yeah, I've seen that. I've heard that.
They do all those.
Yeah.
They're huge Arnold Schwarzenegger fans.
Yeah.
I wonder if they have a song called "Take My Hand."
They need to have. Grab my hand.
Yeah, grab my hand. Take
no,
my hand if you want to
they
leave.
have like a Christmas album. They got like 3 albums out.
I need them to make
wow.
a song called "Call Me Bruce Willis."
They have a yeah, call me Bruce Willis, call me Michael Douglas. I'm not doing it. I just don't wanna do it now. Call me Bruce Willis if you want me to win. You just want me to call you Michael Douglas.
What about Dennis Quaid?
Fuck Dennis Quaid.
Really hard.
Take his pants off and just bend him over. Oh no! No, it's going in a bad direction here. I don't like it. I might.
But yeah, I had never heard of them, and
Dennis Quaid, Michael Douglas.
no. the Austrian Death Machine.
Oh.
And they're hilarious, but they're also good musicians.
Oh yeah, no, it's fantastic. They're I love the opening song on the album called "Get to the Chopper."
Yeah, I
It's the
started
only
to
way out of here.
Chopper!
Yeah, no, the
Get
lyrics
to
are
the chopper.
"Get to the chopper." It's the only way out of here.
The only way out of here.
It's the only way out. Get to the chopper, dead or alive, or dead.
They're alive or dead.
No, wait. There's one that I don't remember which one I put up yesterday. I put up yesterday.
Oh, you put it up
Yeah, but
in your pants.
yeah, and I can't remember the name of the damn song, but it was really good. It wasn't the Chopper.
If it bleeds, we can kill it.
Nope.
The one where it's living tissue over a skeleton.
No.
We're
That's
talking
what-
about Adam again.
No.
He's sick.
It's not take my hand if you want to leave. It's
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
No.
No,
It's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor.
Who's your daddy and what does he do?
Rubber baby buggy bumpers.
Yes, twice.
Oh.
Did you hear about the British guy that was arrested for singing Kung Fu Fighting for being a racist issue with two Chinese guys walking by?
No.
That's just stupid.
Apparently, he was a pub singer, and he was singing the song "Kung Fu Fighting," and I don't remember if it was an Asian couple or just two Asian gentlemen were walking by on the street and heard the song from inside the pub. Apparently, later on, the same singer was eating at a Chinese restaurant and then was later arrested for aggravated
Having
attempted
to do with
assault.
racism or something.
Right,
Yeah,
like
they were offended.
Yeah.
That's stupid.
And I'm like, assholes, the song is like, what, 40 years old?
Mhm.
And some guy apparently knew it by heart, was singing it, and you thought that was offensive?
I'm sorry, they just need to stop being babies.
What?
No, dude.
I heard a song and it offended.
Shut up.
I think it'd be one thing if the guy wrote the song himself, but considering it was,
a 40-year-old.
created, published, so many years ago, and it's such an iconic song.
Dude, all I'm going to say is if they want something offensive to bitch about, here's something offensive to bitch about. Stop being an uptight dick. There.
Really, exactly, and it's just like back when George Carlin's Heavy 7 was played on on a Pacifica radio station, and then a man with his son in the car was listening and started hearing the Heavy 7 and freaked and sued, and the Supreme Court said, you know what, if you don't like it, there's a knob you can go like this with.
Yeah.
The same is true with this. If somebody's offended by what we say, there's this little address bar at the top, and they can go somewhere the fuck else.
There's a little red X on the top right-hand corner of your screen, or for those Mac users, I don't know why, but it's on the top. Oh, I'm sorry, the PC's is top right. Mac users is top left.
Ah.
They gotta be different.
Yes, they do.
But if you're listening to us on your Mac, thank you.
Well,
No, if you're listening to us on a Mac, I'm sorry. Not that you're listening to us, but that you have a Mac.
Oh. All right, send all your hate mail to nameless at... No.
But, what I was
we
gonna say
need
was...
that. Nameless at.
What?
For him until
I'm waiting
until
for
he
you to
gets
finish
it.
because you keep getting cut off.
I'm
Waiting
sorry.
for her to finish.
See, now I'm doing it. All right, I'll stop. All right.
No, I was just gonna say, in ridiculous lawsuits, it just reminds me of the woman who bought a cup of coffee at a McDonald's, and she got burned because she spilled it, and then she sued because she didn't know that the
And
coffee was quote-unquote
won.
hot.
And
She
one.
sued
Oh, yeah.
And won. Because
That's
she didn't
like-
know the coffee was hot. What? Who drinks cold coffee?
Well,
I
a
mean,
lot of
unless
people
the
do
iced
now.
coffee
Wait.
is from
If coffee-
Starbucks.
No.
But if you
Who
order
drinks
hot
cold coffee?
Right.
Tool bags.
No, if you're,
Wait a
you're
minute,
supposed to
time out.
say,
Hold
if
on.
you're supposed to say coffee.
I
No.
did say coffee.
There you go.
First of all, if
You're
you
just not
have,
listening, okay?
if you
You're
have,
not pronouncing it right. It's coffee.
coffee or coffee?
Coffee.
if you have a
Coffee.
beverage
Yes.
that is consistent of coffee and it reaches room temperature or colder, it's no longer fucking coffee as far as I'm concerned. A, B, it's also kind of like the fat guy at Denny's.
I'd like
There was a guy that went in there and he sued. He was 450 pounds, something like that. This went all the way to the Supreme Court, where he sued Denny's and won because they did not have eating accommodations for big people.
That's stupid.
That's what I said.
Well, having been in a plane recently, I can tell you it's a royal fucking pain in the ass to get into one of these seats that is made for people in the 1940s, I'd say, not people in 2011, and they have you jammed right the fuck up against the person in front of you. So if you want to lean back, if the person in front of you leans back, they're basically in your lap. And that fucking blows. You know what they should do? They should just get planes with half the seats and charge you whatever that is, and I'd be willing to pay just so I could do this while I'm flying in the plane.
Well, I'll tell you, the one company that I love and that I will always fly if it's available. No, it's actually Lufthansa, which is a German company.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God, it was when I went to Berlin in 2005. I was stuck on the flight over the ocean. Was unfortunately with an American company. I'm not going to call them out because I'm about to bash them, but it was an awful plane ride. It was uncomfortable. It was cramped. It was very just ridiculous. But we did a changeover in Frankfurt. We went from Frankfurt to Berlin, and that plane was on Lufthansa, and it was so amazing. I mean, they're going to be more expensive, but they are. I think they're worth every penny.
Exactly.
It was, especially if I got to fly over an ocean. Like,
and you know what? And whenever these idiot airlines in this country realize two things. One is, if you charge the appropriate rate, you don't have to dick people to death charging them, oh, there's another bag, that's $20. Yeah. I mean, that's
$50 now. It's
just
$50.
Charge me
just got on a plane and they fucking $50.
Exactly. But I mean, just charge me what the fuck you're supposed to charge me in the ticket, and then you don't have to dick with these stupid-ass fees. People aren't stupid. They know if you're going to fly and you pay all these extra bullshit fees, that's part of your travel package. So just put it in the fucking ticket and leave me alone.
Well, have you seen my favorite airline here in the U.S. is Southwest, and one of the
big why? Because they don't charge you for bags.
Well, one of the big ad campaigns that they had, or no, it was one of the campaigns they wanted to do, but they couldn't do, was basically have Southwest employees fly on other airlines and have these big yellow bags, so when people were in the checkout, their bags would drop down on the belt and it would say Southwest bags fly free. And they weren't allowed to do that. My favorite Southwest story though was when there was a woman trying to get on a plane. They wouldn't let her get on because she was like dressed too skimpy or something like that.
Yeah.
She wasn't dressed appropriately, and I mean, I didn't think the outfit was a big deal, but whatever. The employees didn't let her on the plane. And so I think she sued or she complained, but Southwest's response, instead of saying, "Oh, we're sorry, let's this and that," Southwest's response was, in a nutshell, I don't remember exactly what it was, but in a nutshell, it was, "You need to get a sense of humor." Was what they said. I was like, yes, that is awesome.
Yeah.
But they're like, oh, we're an airline and we're run by a bunch of people that understand people. So it's just great.
Yeah. And really, if they cut the amount of seats in half and just charged whatever they felt they had to charge, I'd get on that plane and pay more money just because I was more comfortable.
Yeah, and I mean,
it's as simple as that.
Generally speaking, Southwest, I don't usually have a problem with their accommodations. I mean, I've been on, I think it was flights where the seats were pretty cramped, like you were talking about, and I got seated next to an engine, and every time you heard, like, as the engine was running, all you heard was, vroom, vroom, vroom. I thought the damn thing was going to fall off.
Yeah.
And by the time I got out, I was deaf in my right ear because I couldn't hear with that engine running. Got on the Southwest plane, I've never had a problem with that.
Yeah.
And the stewardesses are hilarious on the Southwest. The one guy was like, in case of a water landing, your seat can be used as a flotation device, but we're flying over land, so good luck with that. He's like, you're welcome to try, but I don't think anything's going to come of it.
Killa D had to fly back, I don't know, a few years ago. What was it, 2001? Yeah, it was after 2001 because, the ridiculous lengths they'll go to make you feel secure. Like, you had to, what was it? You had something you had to have in a baggie so that
oh my Lord have mercy. I was going to Birmingham, Alabama, and I had to, oh my Lord, I had some of the most dangerous shit you can have on this planet, and I had the audacity to put it in my suitcase, and they pulled me out of line, and oh my Lord, put that suitcase over there, we have got to go through it. You got something really bad in there, and I'm sitting there going, what the hell? I don't have anything in there. What in the random? Guess what it was?
Shampoo.
A treacherous container of oil of Olay face grease.
and
there was a story. This is my favorite story. My buddy was telling me this. There were Marines that were coming back from Iraq, and they were in their full gear. They had their backpacks, they had their, the K-bars, they had their weapons, and the government, I guess it was, I don't know who contacted, but they basically cleared it with the American Airlines. So they would fly over, and then they would lay over, and then depart. Well, the Marines were going through and their weapons weren't loaded. They didn't have any bullets in the guns, but they still were carrying the guns.
Right.
And so when they laid over, they still had to go through the checkpoint, the security checkpoint.
Right.
And they're going through, and
search.
the one Marine got pulled aside, and they confiscated his nail clippers because it could be used as a weapon.
But they let him go through with a gun.
Yeah, they let him go through with a gun. Regardless, it wasn't loaded, but if he wanted to, he could swing it like a baseball bat and do some damage with it.
Right.
He had his combat knife on him. I'm sorry, if I'm that guy, I'm not going to start assaulting people with clippers.
Nail clippers,
Yeah.
exactly.
Aside from that, the dude just came from Iraq. I mean, come on.
I'm gonna clip your eyelashes off,
Yeah.
you dirty bastard.
You better watch out, and I'm going to get you. I mean, come on, what's he going to do with nail clippers?
I'm
That's
gonna
just
bruise
silly.
the piss out of you, damn commie.
I'm sorry, but I'm just going to go ahead and say that the TSA has got to be the most useless thing to be
There
set
you
up.
go. Nail clippers and oil of our
Well,
way.
what is
Get
it?
the
The
fuck out.
TSA hasn't done it. The purpose of the TSA is to form jobs. I get that, but when you look at it, it's not very effective. Because what happens once people are on the plane? Ooh, what's the TSA going to do?
Exactly.
What they should do is instead of investing in the TSA and all these scanners and everything else that are, disputed up, down, left, and right, have sky marshals. Put 2 guys on a plane with tasers.
Yeah.
Shit goes down. Boom. What are you going to do with nail clippers now? Yeah, 20,000
you're
volts.
sitting there
Enjoy that.
twitching.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, come on. But I'm sorry, that's logical, so that's why it doesn't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So,
Huh?
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say now. Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I was gonna say, well, now it's either you get molested by a TSA agent,
Right.
or you go through the radiation,
Scanner
scanner thing that has been proven to not be healthy for you. That's
And the
proven to
other-
cause cancer.
Well, also.
So you either get molested or you get radiated. I'm
And-
like, really? What? How? That makes me not want to fly even more.
Exactly. And
Can I take a boat to Germany? Because I'll go like that.
Exactly. And then when you think about it,
Exactly, motherfucker.
And when you think about it, people in the airline industry are having to make that choice every fucking time they go to work.
Yeah.
Into the plane, like the stewardess back in the day. Now they call them flight attendants. Hello, I am your unisex flight attendant.
Man, they don't even give you meals on the plane. You get a
No.
little damn cup.
Oh, you do, but you have to pay
Mostly
for
filled
it.
with ice. No, this is complimentary, and you get a half a little pack of peanuts.
Right.
And that's if you're lucky.
Shit, I heard they were going to quit with the peanuts.
We don't want people
to.
to seize up in the plane with a peanut
Don't they
allergy.
have pretzels now instead of peanuts?
I'm sorry, if you're allergic to milk, you're allergic to peanuts, you're allergic to soy, you're allergic to any type of edible food,
Don't fly.
don't eat.
Yeah, don't.
Hey, there you go.
Eat.
That solved the whole problem.
Yeah.
Eat.
Look, that guy was
Yourself.
perplexed.
No. I want to eat stuff. I don't even have any of those allergies. I want to eat stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Vegetables.
Yeah.
Yum.
Yeah.
Hey!
And speaking of the British, I must have been the only one, and no offense to my cousins over in England.
Across the pond.
Yes, across the pond.
But I
Right,
really did
right,
not
right.
give a flying fuck about the marriage.
I didn't.
I was
Dude, what
happy
was
they got
the-
married. I was happy they got married.
Yeah.
Good luck and everything.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
cool that you guys, you got together and make a nice looking couple. But Jesus fucking Christ, I saw people on Facebook sitting there 8 hours.
I'm watching the
It
wedding.
was 16 hours after the wedding already took place, because you got to think there's so many hours ahead of us that I'm just going, you're just now stopping it? I knew one person that was on Facebook says, I'm watching it on DVR. Who the fuck gives a shit? And I'm sorry, I will say this, and I really don't care if I offend them. Some of those hats look like there were creatures on top of your heads. What the fuck was that all about?
Ridiculous.
Princess Beatrice,
What the fuck was on her head?
it looked like an intestinal sculpture. Before the whole shindig was over, that damn hat had a Facebook page.
Yeah.
Well, my big thing is when they got engaged, they were talking about, I'm sitting there, what, okay, what's the big deal?
Yeah.
What's the big deal? 2 people got married.
I mean,
It happens
good
every
Do you
for
have
them.
better things to do with your time?
I mean, good for them, but
I mean,
they were
really?
saying that, the coverage for the royal wedding actually surpassed, major issues in China as well as the tsunami issues that was happening in
Yeah.
Japan. Like, that's how obsessed people
People
got.
got people got married.
I saw-
They
Oh,
completely stopped caring about real issues.
no, dude,
just
Japan's
to-
fine. Did you see they got married on TV? Japan's fine.
All is one with the universe.
Yeah.
But I saw some idiot. I saw some guy actually had tattooed images of the prince and princess on his upper front teeth.
No. You can't get that off.
So that's permanent.
Permanent.
Unless he
Oh man, what a
Tattooed, and I'm going.
You couldn't do like his inner lip or something, so you could at least hide it.
It was on his. Dude, I was just like, what the fuck? Are you serious? You got tattoos on your teeth?
I didn't even know they could tattoo your teeth. I mean,
Yeah, they can tattoo anything.
Oh,
I guess, I mean, like, it makes sense. I mean, it's
People
not something you hear about often.
dumb. Oh, I'm gonna say, you have all this crap on Twitter. People tweeting all over the place about it. It's like, dude, no, you know what you're doing? You're tweeting for a beating right now. That's what you're doing.
No,
Are you that egotistical that you have to tell the world that you're either shopping or you're checking something out? If you're typing in your tweets, you're not doing what you're saying you're doing because you're too busy typing.
Well, dude, like I said, I just want someone to just get on Twitter and be like, yo, right now, I'm tweeting for a beating. Anybody want to come my ass? Because I'll beat your ass right to the bed. That's all I'm going to say. Just, BAM! You stupid.
And I look at the same thing. I look at the same thing with the Oscars. I watch the Oscars only to find out who won. I could give a shit about the red carpet. I could give a shit about what they're wearing. I could give a shit about who they're schmoozing with. I just want to see who won.
Yeah, what is the big deal with what stars wear?
I don't even want to see that. I don't even want to see who won. I don't even care about the Oscars. I think it's all rigged. I think it's not even biased or whatever. I think it's just a bunch of
Man, they had
it's a popularity contest. It has nothing to do with the content of the movies. It's all about who's a favorite this year.
I watched the Oscars or whatever the hell it was.
And stupid skits to introduce people.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Well, I will say the best one was Ben Stiller. He came out in a green suit because he was like, "Hello, TV land. I'm a floating head." Because he was all in green suit. And then he goes, "Now you can't see me." And he put the mask on. He's just going like this on stage. There was no green screen behind him, so it's just him in a green suit. But the one that I was watching the Oscars, and it was Heath Ledger was up for the Joker, and then Robert Downey Jr. was up. I believe it was for Tropic Thunder, and they picked Heath Ledger more likely because he died. All I'm going to say is he did a good part, but when you look at the Joker, like in the original cartoon series, didn't hold a candle. Robert Downey Jr. played a black guy, and it was hilarious. Again, two different genres. Robert Downey Jr. was pissed. They showed him in the audience. He was pissed. I mean, yeah, Heath Ledger, good actor. He did a pretty decent job as the Joker. But at the end of the day, I feel like Robert Downey Jr. should have won. But because Heath Ledger died, I mean, come on.
Yep.
It's a popularity contest, or it's, we feel bad for him, so we're going to do it. No!
They could have given him a Lifetime Award. I mean, you know what I mean?
No, that's Morgan Freeman's. This is coming up next week.
What?
Huh?
Morgan Freeman's getting the Lifetime Award this week.
That's fine.
It's only that big, so I'm just saying.
I don't know anything about it. I just was saying they could have given Heath Ledger another award to commemorate as opposed to just handing it out like, oh, well, since you died, here you go.
Well, Heath Ledger wasn't the only one that received the Oscar in that fashion. There have been several Oscar winners because
that's just the most recent one.
It just needs to be based off talent, not based off. It needs to be based off talent.
But I will say this. I will say this. Whether you like him or not, I do believe the man died before his prime.
Yes.
I agree
I do believe that he had so much more to offer. He was a wonderful actor.
Yes.
Imaginarium of Dr.
Narcissus was a great flick.
Yes.
And I hated the fact that they had to film it the way they did because he had passed away before they did the special effects scenes inside the Imaginarium. So it would have been really cool to see what he could have done. I'm not taking away with things from Johnny Depp or Colin Farrell.
Speaking of Johnny Depp, how many fucking Pirates of Penzance or whatever the fuck that is coming out? How many fucking repeats of that do I have to sit there and tolerate?
Well, the first one was good.
It's Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah.
Curse of the Black Pearl. It's Caribbean.
I'm just saying. Other people
You say tomato, I say tomato.
Let's go
from the Caribbean Bay.
Then you have what was the second one?
Dead Man's Chest.
The Black
World's End,
Pearl.
I know, was the last one, I think.
Okay, so you got Dead Man's Chest at at World's End, and then you got this one on Stranger Tides. So there's 4 films so far.
There's 4?
4 films. The 4th one's coming out this year.
I checked, there was only 3. Jesus.
They had a contract, from my understanding, for 6 total films.
Well, Fred will be happy when they get done with it.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way, I think he went to shit in the hogs eat him. Should be on a shirt.
Yeah. He went to shit in the hogs eat him.
That's got to be on a
But
shirt.
no, I do agree that Heath Ledger was taken before his time.
Yeah, I'm not saying he's a bad actor. I'm just
We were
saying
just-
he shouldn't have won the award.
based simply on the fact that
That he's dead.
But
Die.
okay, here's my
Die.
suggestion. Okay, here's my rebuttal.
You said butt.
Oh.
Butt sex.
Would it still have counted if he'd gotten an award a year later?
We talking about like because he's dead? Like
No, I'm saying he died.
Yeah.
There's no way he can get any more possibilities of Oscars for future films.
Yeah.
He's dead, unless they do a really bad version of Weekend at Bernie's. Or
Oh.
so your next opportunity is
There's
okay.
Keith.
Do they wait till next year?
I mean, no.
I think if
because
they
the
were
movie
more
wasn't
fair-
released.
Exactly. So
I
when were they
think-
going to give it to him?
I think if they were
If he
more
lost, he
fair
lost.
to begin with,
Well, no. Yeah, exactly.
because he's had a lot. I think Heath Ledger has had better acting in previous films than he did with the role of the Joker.
Right.
So I just think if they had been more fair and more, based on talent from the beginning, then I think he would have already gotten one by the
Well,
time it came.
well,
to
here's
as
my other
much-
thing, too. When
That's
it-
as much a political popularity contest as the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is.
Exactly.
But when you look at it, like what you were saying, they don't go back and they're not, like next year. They're not going to say, "Oh, Robert Downey Jr. By the way, here's an Oscar for Tropic Thunder." They're not going to do that for
Well,
anybody
they
else.
did. Okay, here's one. Al Pacino deserved one for a whole bunch of stuff, and they give it to him for Scent of a Woman because they felt bad that they'd ignored him in all these other movies like Godfather. And,
I mean, it's just it's just bullshit.
yeah, it's like we're really embarrassed because this talented guy we haven't done shit for. So here, let's pick this piss movie and give it to him for that.
Yeah.
Boom.
It's
What
the same
was
thing
his
with the
line in
Grammys.
Scent
The
of a
Grammys
Woman?
are just like the Oscars.
Oh, no, never watched it. Didn't care.
Oh no, there was a line in Scent of a Woman, and then the next thing I thought of, because it's something like that, was Silence of the Lambs, where he goes, "Clarice, I can smell your." Have you seen the movie?
It puts the lotion in the basket.
No, he says, "Clarice, I can smell your cunt from here."
Oh, that would
Oh,
be
what?
Anthony Hopkins.
Yes, in Silence of the Lambs, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, but there was in the Al Pacino thing. He's in Scent of a Woman. He says something like, "I can smell this woman" or whatever, because he's blind,
The next line of the movie.
and
Yeah.
he says, "I can smell you" or something. I can't remember, and that's what tripped the Silence of the Lambs thing. So
I was trying to
Totally
figure out how you were
derailed.
tying that in.
What? Yeah, I was confused.
But since we're on the topic of Britain,
smelling. Oh,
And
I want to let Cal know that he gave us great ammunition for a topic
about the chavs.
about the chavs, and we looked that
listen to
shit
this,
up.
son.
We
What?
looked
Listen to this.
we looked up the chavs.
Spell it.
CHAVS.
Okay.
And he said that they were basically troublemaking hoodlums around the teenage years.
Oh, they're a bunch of retards.
They are, but we have the same thing here in the States.
Yes, we do.
We do.
We're just not quite sure how to address them.
Because
on the air.
it's not necessarily a derogatory term, but we'll just call them teenagers.
Well,
Yeah.
All right. Well, describe a chav.
Or juvenile delinquents?
They're juvenile delinquents where they're now the ones that we saw on the Jeremy show.
Jeremy Kyle was recommended. It's pretty much a British version of
Jerry
Jerry Springer show.
Oh, okay.
And he was interviewing kids who were chavs, and most of them had pretty much shaved heads. They
One
wore
dude had a tattoo skull face.
they're out of control kids, very similar to what we have here. They wear very loud clothing or very revealing clothing
If they're female.
It seems to be a mix of different subculture, pop culture genres. Like we saw one chav that was a goth chick. We saw one chav that you knew that her entire music catalog was rap. You had another one that was a little overweight for her clothing.
Had another one that had a mullet.
Think of the people of Walmart teenagers.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what you got.
Yeah.
Same thing with attitude. They're getting kids pregnant left and right. One had
Yeah.
the clap, which I thought was hysterical because Jeremy was sitting there just very cavalier about it. Well, you see, you got some chlamydia here, and I'm just going, damn, he just threw that out there.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, we don't, dude, I heard you got some, are you okay? Do you need some medicine? put some ointment on that. We're very down low about it. No, these guys are just like up in your face about it.
He got the clap.
So he was sitting there, Cal was sitting there saying that they're a nuisance and this and that. And so I looked it up, and we found it on a couple websites, and we looked up some YouTube videos with Jeremy on it, and we watched it. And we're just like, we're losing brain cells watching these assholes.
Yeah.
He did warn us, though.
He did warn us. I will
warn
freely
us.
admit that. But I got to thinking, we have the same thing here. It's not a regional issue.
I think what it is they're just starting to get a taste of what's been around here for a while.
I mean, it's kind of like, bitch, I do what I want.
Yeah.
At like
it's a
13,
lot of-
14, and I'm just going, man, if you were my kid, my fist would rip in your damn face. I do what I want.
You can't abuse your kids.
Abuse and discipline are two different things.
Well, of course, there's abuse. And there's discipline. Abuse is with the front of the hand. Discipline is with the back of the hand. There is a difference.
But it was very interesting to see that.
In velocity.
But it was funny because we're
I
watching.
love that they call them chavs. Like, I
Physics,
think that's
bitch.
great.
And we looked up where the word comes from.
We did.
I did. There's speculation that it comes from a root Latin word that basically means child. There was another word that was associated with it that means troubled. There was a couple other definitions for it for where they got the word. It's basically a slang term over there. And it was funny because you're thinking while you're watching it, at least this is how I looked at it, was you get the kids' attitudes here and how they're dressing and what they're listening to, and then you see a Brit kid do it. It was just hysterical because I'm just
Oh my God!
I'm waiting for Mofo to pop out one of their mouths and shit.
Mofo?
talking at Ebonics with a British accent. I was waiting for it.
Dude, the best one I saw was the three guys that were rapping in like their mother's living room. Oh my God, that was hilarious.
I could just kill him
Because they were so
right
stupid.
now.
And then they were like,
I'm sorry.
yo, corner Jimmy over there in the corner. And they flip the thing around and he's just like, yeah. And as soon as he starts, they turn it back around. He's like, yeah, you can't mess with this. You can't mess with this. I'm like,
You can't touch this then.
why do I mess with
Listening
that?
to it going, back over here, black people say,
sterilize it.
white people
That's
can't
what it-
dance,
Right.
white people can't play basketball, shit like that.
Yeah.
And I'm just going, Brits can't rap. I'm sorry.
There are ethnic limitations.
Yes. I'm just like, especially Brit teenagers. They
Yeah,
can't
like
rap.
white guys have no sense of rhythm at all,
Yeah, and I'm just like, okay, they're dressing. Pull up your pants, dude. What the
Pull
fuck
up
is
your
in your
pants.
face?
Yeah, well, the whole thing is, how are you going to run when your pants are around your ass already? I know how, because I watch kids do it.
Mm-hmm.
They'll go like this and run like hell.
Yeah.
They'll go like what?
They'll
they
grab
pull up
they'll
the
grab
pants?
their waistband
Shit.
and run like a motherfucker.
Used
But-
to, when I picked the youngins up from school, I'd sit down there outside the school building. The bell would ring, the door would open, the little boy would come out the door, grab his belt buckle, hitch his drawers up, and here he'd take off. If he hadn't grabbed his britches, they'd have been down around his ankles in 2 strides.
He's doing a like potato sack. or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Exactly.
All his britches. It's Friday! It's the... I'm going to spend the weekend in the hospital.
But yeah, I just wanted to say thanks to Cal because that was some great interview.
Yeah, Cal made great
We
stuff
watched that
there.
shit
Thank
for
you,
damn
Cal
near.
May.
Thanks much then.
We watched that shit for damn near an hour and a half.
We did. We were
Scan
supposed
it.
to
you
be
put-
brainstorming and we were just watching those videos.
So you
with
put Chavs in
Jeremy
YouTube
Kyle.
and then
Put chavs in YouTube.
Yeah, or
put-
Jeremy Kyle show.
Is
the
it
Jeremy
supposed to be short for something?
It's just a slang term for fucked up kid.
Okay.
Annoying.
Annoying fucked up kid.
Okay.
Annoying, stupid.
And it was painful to watch some of them just
It
going,
was.
are you fucking retarded?
Like, or do you lose brain cells just by watching
It
the
was
kid?
like when it was a car accident. You couldn't stop watching, and you couldn't stop looking for more. 'Cause, I used to poke fun at the people who watch Jerry Springer, and I'm like, I watch Jerry Springer just to make my life look better. I'm watching these retards going, how much is this really real and not reality television?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm watching the British show, and I'm just going, I can't tell if it's reality TV or not. because it looks too goddamn real.
Yeah.
Well, I love the one
Jerry
where she comes
Springer
out.
show, you feel like there's a part where they scripted it to where they throw chairs.
Oh yeah, you knew when
I
a
mean,
fight was coming. It was almost
exactly.
predictable.
And with the Jeremy Kyle show, with the clips that we watched, it was just like you had
'Cause
no idea what was going to
What the
happen.
fuck did that kid throw at his head?
It was the envelope.
It was the
because
yeah,
he was
envelope.
like,
it was
what's
an
that?
envelope, right? It
Yeah,
stuck right
you
in his head.
wanted-
It
you
was
wanted
like
to
a
see
good-
the
That's
damn
not
envelope.
Jeremy Kyle's hair.
It was like a
turned
good
out
10-foot
bad.
shot, and he just went. He battering it off the top of his head.
It was a beautiful shot. Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
it was a great shot, and Jeremy was sitting there giving him shit for throwing it at him. At your damn age, grow the hell up. Be mature on my show. Oh yeah, by the way, not shot. And I'm just like, I'd have punched the fuck out of him if it was me. He's, you gonna throw something at me? I'm like, wham! But I'm just like, he's sitting there telling him, at your age, don't be yelling, don't be cussing, don't be cursing, do this. And as soon as they immediately get the camera right back on the goddamn kid, he starts doing all the things Jeremy told him not to do. I mean, without missing a beat. I'm like, wow, this, Jesus Christ, this is painful to watch, but I can't look away. Where's the next video? Where's the next
What
video?
about the kid that can spell father?
Oh my god. Yeah, he goes, how do you spell father? F-A-R-T-H-E-R. Farther.
As in farther, yeah.
As in farther.
I think it's something like, do you even know how to spell father?
And it's really great because they're sitting there trying to defend their behavior, and it's almost as though they're at the fucking, in front of the lords and the judges and everything, like, this is a real case, this is really why, and you almost believe, because of the presentation of why they behave the way they do, as though, okay, if I wasn't smarter, I would believe every damn word he's saying and write his off as an excuse. Okay, he has a reason. Because they're stone-faced, they're very serious, very dry about it. Like, oh, I do this because of this, this, and this, and this. I don't know if it's the accent or it's because of the societal structure.
I do lots
how they
of
talk.
glue up my nose just because it makes
Right.
me feel better.
But if you did some asshole who said the exact same thing here, I'd want to kick him in the balls.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's probably how Brits feel towards the chavs.
Oh, I'm sure.
They just want to kick them all in the balls.
Because you
If
listen.
they don't have balls, just kick them there anyways. It'll hurt.
You're
If
reading.
they don't have balls, kick them there anyway.
You're reading Cal's email, and you can tell when he's describing them, and it's I think it was like a sentence or two of the chavs. You could tell it was like he was loathed to even type it.
I think one of the lines he sent in the email was, I was watching the Jeremy Kyle show and I wanted to throw my TV out the window.
And I mean, you can literally tell like he had a bad taste in his mouth as he's typing this to us.
Oh,
And like
well,
I said,
that
it
was
was
my
like
fault,
one
I'm
or two.
sorry.
Dude, really?
That's right, Cal. I'm in your mouth.
He's right the way.
How do you like me now?
He likes him a lot.
At least we're calling him by the right name this time.
Shut
At
up.
least you're not calling him Kev.
I
Hey,
mean,
Kev could be his friend's name. So.
yeah, that's right. 'cause
Which
it was-
friend? The one that's in your mouth?
Like, what's
Oh,
up?
no!
It's like a big old tutu twang.
It just keeps
The
going and
friend
going
that,
and going.
that recommended the Metallica spoof that we did last time.
Yeah.
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 Sad. I don't think we have
Do it, do it.
Yeah.
Do it.
We don't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have time for story time this week.
Do it,
No.
do it.
We don't have time or material.
Material.
Will you at least do the story time line for the viewers? The listeners at home?
Hurry
Won't do
up.
it.
Story time. Story time.
You know that's going to become quite the staple.
I want to ride the bicycle.
It really doesn't take much to fucking amuse you people.
No.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Luckily, you don't have.
What do you mean, you people? What? What do you mean, you people, huh? Talking about my what? Brothers. Is that what you're saying?
Talking about your sex hat.
Alright.
Yeah.
Your sex hat?
You're cool then.
A long story. We'll tell you later.
All right. Well,
Alrighty, so should we sign on off?
Oh,
I
we
think
wrapping it up
so.
already?
And
We have to.
yes,
Oh, yeah, I guess we do.
we have to go down and get drunk at the
Fine.
festival. At the festival.
The festive.
We're being rather festive then.
Yeah, we're checking out the Dogwood Festival in Fayetteville. So
wow.
by the time you listen to this, if you have gone to the Dogwood Festival, you probably saw us. We were the bunch of, idiots
Yes.
down there. So
And we did a lot of flinching for no apparent reason. And twitching as well.
flinching and twitching.
Yeah. And since I'm old, I needed to carry the nitro with me, so in case you saw me popping.
Right next to his can of mace.
Yeah. Yeah.
Shake the bottle, shake the bottle.
Croissant scepter.
Croissant scepter.
You fat American bastard!
Behold the matter of the croissant scepter! Do your eyes feast upon it with lust.
Come with me if you want to live.
Come with me if you want to live. Grab my croissant scepter! Grab it now!
That's gotta go on a shirt.
Grab my croissant
It's
scepter.
got to go to the shopper.
Grab my croissant scepter! Grab it now!
Ladies and gentlemen, you've been further perverted by the
And we're
gang
not
at
apologetic
Backdoor
for it.
Radio.
And remember, in case of emergency, touch yourself.
That's right.
Because it could be the last time you ever do.
That's
I mean,
right.
if I'm in a plane and it's going down and they're like, oh my God, we're gonna die! I mean, I'd sit there and be like, that's all I'm saying. Why not?
When I was in the
You'd be coming and going at the same time.
when I was in airborne training school in Fort Benning, Georgia, we were being smartasses to the instructors, and I said, so if you're jumping out of an airplane that's 1,250 feet, and your main chute doesn't work, and your reserve doesn't work, what do you do? Sergeant Airborne looked straight at me, straight face. He goes, "You'll find some way to suck your dick before you hit the ground."
Nice.
Dude, all I'm gonna say is like, you going out with a bang. Legendary!
And then you have to make. Never mind. Alrighty then.
Yes. On that note, we're out
On
of
that
here.
note.
Go to bdrinfo at bdrrocksonline.com.
You can
Drop
also-
us a line and let us know what you think. Was that good? Was that
Oh,
You
better?
can also,
Sure.
and you forgot, you can also go to our Facebook
page.
Find
Yes.
us. You just type in Backdoor
Backdoor
Radio. Like us. We need at least 9 more likes to make it a full profile.
Yeah.
We have pictures up there already. We also have some comments on there. We'd like to hear from you.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But I got the first comment because I'm a boss.
Like a boss.
And I got the second one because I'm a boss.
You're a boss squared.
Legendary!